Hi, I'm Charlene Shirk with your 5 minutes to financial fitness. Financial readiness is critical to military readiness, but finances are consistently identified as one of the biggest sources of stress for military veterans and their spouses, according to a Blue Star Families military survey. With 13 U.S. military bases in Georgia and 21 in Florida, it's important that our military members are financially fit. So joining us today is Sean Doherty, Vice President of the ViStar Credit Union branch at Naval Air Station Jacksonville and Military Liaison at ViStar Credit Union. Thanks for joining us today, Sean.
Thank you for having me.
As a military veteran and a former naval officer, you really have kind of an inside understanding of the financial challenges that are facing our military members and their families.
Yeah, well, a lot of our junior members, they don't even know how to balance a checkbook. So educating them early on how to manage their finances is important. We do a lot of deployments, and deployments can put a lot of stressors on the family, especially how you're going to pay the bills back home. With that, we move around a lot and go into different areas. The costs should change drastically, depending on how prepared the members are moving into that new area, they could find some financial difficulties associated with that.
Yeah, the housing market, it could end up going to a very expensive area that they maybe would not have chosen to move to.
So that's a true statement. And then finally, as we're transitioning out, that's an experience in itself, because we learn some things as we move out of the military that we didn't realize that costs associated with it.
And then sometimes finding a new job, right? Transitioning to a civilian job as well.
Correct. It could be difficult, and it could take some time, so that it could add a financial burden as well.
And I know a lot of military folks go into school. They decide to go get an education at that point. So now you're a student.
Very true.
Now you're trying to survive on a student's budget. And so you are located out at the ViStar branch at NAS Jacksonville. And so you are working hands-on with our active military members. Can you share a little bit more about what you are doing there to help them get financially fit and address these challenges that they face?
Sure. So first, ViStar was founded in NAS Jacksonville in 1952 with 12 members and $60, and wanted to support our military and civil employees. We haven't lost that understanding of our military, and we still continue to try and support them today. Some of the things we do on the base is that we work with our military, unaccompanied bachelors. We have a weekly indoctrination course to try and help support them in understanding how to manage their finances as they continue to grow in their jobs and their paychecks. Also, we supported a monthly car buying strategy to help educate as well on how to buy the car. And then finally, we did a week-long command financial specialist, which is really training the trainers, those that are going to go back to their squadrons, and teach them how to manage their money well. So.
Those are all great things. Car buying. I wish somebody had taught me how to buy a car when I was first looking to buy a car, because I'm sure they're getting their first paycheck, some of these guys and women, and they want to get a nice car.
So, and not only with the car buying, we also have our Military Heroes mortgage program, which has a lot of benefits associated with it, which we designed specifically using the inputs from our military members. So.
And Sean, ViStar also provides support to military members, active, retired, and their families, veterans as well, through partnerships, through nonprofits. Can you talk a little bit about that reach and how it impacts our military community?
Sure. So ViStar Foundation has just recently granted $200,000 to 10 nonprofits that support specifically our military and our veterans. We also have the University of Florida's Leon Haley's Brain Health and Wellness Program. We recently renovated 10,000 square foot of space that specifically supports the mobility and the independence of those members that may have been injured overseas supporting our country.
And that's their physical. How about their mental health?
Well, same with the mental. We support mental's always been a big issue with the military, or more recently, I should say, has been recognized as a big issue with the military. So we have that, and we have other great organizations like the Cohen Foundation we support here locally for Georgia and Florida, I should say. But it's really to ensure that we have an opportunity for those members that need the mental health, they have an extra resource to reach out to.
And member perks.
Always a member perk. So being a ViStar member, any military member gets a lot of perks and benefits here in Florida and in Georgia.
And often they have free admission days for themselves and their families.
Free admission days, correct.
All right. Well, Sean, thanks so much for joining us today and walking us through a little bit what you all are doing on the base and through other organizations to get our military members financially fit.
Appreciate you having me. Thank you.
And for more financial fitness tips and tools, and to take the financial fitness quiz to measure your financial health, go to vistarcu.org/financialfitness.